starts to demand that there be term limits, then maybe they'll start to listen. But it's not going to happen. But she needs to get out of there.
Okay.
All right, we've never talked about this. I'm only going to brush on it real quick because everybody's like, y'all in Chicago and nobody, you guys aren't talking about
it though. You heard
concerns about the next time the downtown Chicago crowd becomes violent. All these teenagers descended on downtown Chicago.
Willy-nilly.
And people like, how do we stop it from happening? What do we do?
How do you stop mass of kids coming together?
Emerald says, I had a boss once who was in her 70s and he claimed was in his 70s and he claimed that he would die behind his desk, refused to retire. That's probably what Feinstein is doing. She don't want to go nowhere.
One of my jobs that I had.
Don't whisper. They can't hear you.
One of my jobs I had, it was one of the co-workers. It was like a word processing pool long years ago. This lady, she made us so tired. We had to share. It was like groups of us had to share one printer. So if you flick to it and say, I'm going to print, the other 4 couldn't print. So we had to say, it's A and B. Who's on B? You would always hear that. Who's on B? Oh, Jennifer, get off of B so I can flick to B and print. So we would always hear her. Who's on B? Real old lady. Who's on B? Oh, God. You can go print now, so-and-so. Okay. So we all was like, okay, who's on B? She was on B. She had fallen dead at her desk on B.
She was on B.
She was on B. You remember that, Ma? She died on the floor. Her daughter worked upstairs in the executive office.
Wow.
And we were all seeing ambulance and stuff coming in, and the group come in, and I said, oh no, we won't hear no more. Who's on B? She was on B.
And the bad thing is she died on B.
She was so old.
Get out of there.
I don't want you dying on the job.
You know what? Leave. And you know another person who didn't know when to retire?
What?
Our mother.
Yes. Mama held on.
Our mother, she had a part-time job. She had a part-time job of school walking the kids. What is it? Cross guarding. This lady, she was getting so old to where she was sitting in her car because you're supposed to sit on the corner.
Right.
She would sit in her car. The kids would come up and they
just stand there
waiting. They stand there and wait for this old lady to get out of her car, get a walker.
Yes.
Open the walker up
and roll over.
Roll over to the corner.
Oh, hey, thank you for waiting. Come on, kids.
And then with the kids and her walker.
Yes.
Walk across the street.
Yes.
Not even all the way across the street. Because she couldn't make it all the way across the street. You might as well say the kids was walking by themselves.
She fell.
And she fell one time.
And the kids had to
in the middle of the street helping her. You gotta get these kids killed.
It's time for you to
get out of here, old lady.
Oh my God, I'm getting hurt. I'm getting the pain.
They don't ever go walk, Lenore.
Okay.
They don't ever want to retire. Drink your water. Drink your water right there.
Okay.
They never want to retire.
Oh, and kids picking her up at the cross guard. Oh my God, my mother. Leaning on the car. Oh God.
And the worst one would be when it would be parents with the kids. The parents and the kids. And they were so nice. They sit there and wait on her. I would be protesting, saying, get this old lady out of here.
That's funny. Those kids love her to death.
They waited for her to say she was ready to retire. When did you decide, Mom? When it got too much? She decided that it was too much for her.
Yes. The kids would beat her at the stop. Oh my God, that was funny.
Now they probably late for school and everything, waiting on her to get out.
Yes.
So that's another one who they just don't want to leave.
And she loved the gifts that she received because all the kids gave her nice gifts.
They don't want to leave. Forced to leave. Now you don't want to go back, don't you? See, now she's happy she retired. So that's why I'm saying, Feinstein, get out of there.
Oh, Lord.
All right.
Okay.
But anyway, what was I saying? Oh, these Chicago kids.
Yeah.
So people keep saying, what are we going to do about these Chicago kids? Expert observers say that there appeared to be no big picture plan in place for the Chicago police to deal with pop-up crowds and out-of-control conduct. What are they going to do? There's nothing they can do. It's over 200 kids coming out in the middle of the street downtown. They don't even have enough police to do anything.
I think one thing they're trying to do is they're trying to prevent the crowds from coming in.
Okay, how do you do that?
I don't know, because they may have to block some streets. They may have to do patrolling, because when you see them all, they're not all coming together. Because remember, they got to park, they got to get off a bus, they got to get off a train. You're going to get these crowds of kids at the beginning of the crowd, and then you can disperse them. No, too many. Go home. Nope.
So how do you know that
you got to police the kids downtown?
How do you know there's a difference between just a regular crowd coming and they not part of everybody else?
Because there's too many of them.
You said start stopping them when they
at the beginning of them coming into the area.
How you going to do that? Now you're going to start policing whether people can come into downtown? You got to police
the places where they come in and how because most of them are not parking. Most of them are coming in on public transportation. Buses, trains.
Somebody said it can be hard to draw the line, said former federal prosecutor, legal out. I think if it's a first-time offense, it's very minor offense to begin with. I think you can make the case that they should be let go. If you have an even stronger argument, if you are able to say that they were engaged in First Amendment rights, they were there in some sort of protest, that may be a little tougher. That's what I'm saying. What if somebody say, "Oh, we was down there to protest something"?
I don't think they smart.
Then you have to get out of jail free card entirely. I just don't think. I think it's difficult.
Black Lives Matter, because they would say that. Lives Matter.
I think it's. You know what? In short of doing what Daley, who was a mayor who everybody was afraid to death of, there's nothing they can do. Yeah. Unless they do what they did, which is, it don't even matter why you here. I'm hitting you over your head and get out of here.
Well, that's
wrong to do that.
Well, the mayor that's now that they could, because they're switching from Mayor Lightfoot. She's going to not be mayor anymore.
What is he going to do?
The new guy, I don't know as far as, but I like how she handled things, because she pretty much saying, okay, I understand y'all don't have nothing to do. Y'all trying to find things to get involved in. We get it. More your areas probably needs, because they going downtown. A lot of them, they have different goals when they go downtown on Michigan Avenue. A lot of them was hurting people.
Yeah, they were attacking people.
They were messing with their cars.
This one lady was being attacked when she was trying to go in her apartment building.
Yes.
It was a white lady.
Yeah.
And they was surrounding her and they was attacking her.
Yeah.
And now that would have been a time, like I said, I would have had a gun.
They've had some shootings.
I would have shot up in the air, and then who's around?
See, and that's always,
you ain't gonna just jump me.
I don't like the fact that I was telling my sister, because a lot of times it's a give or take when it comes with our people of color. And that's why some people are scared of people of color, because when these situations.
But I would be scared of a group of white people too.
But a lot of them
rowdy group of white people.
We keep saying white people. Most of these situations in the downtown areas that's been crowds have been black kids.
Of course,
let's just keep it real.
No, because when I'm
not talking about white kids.
No, because if the Bulls win, then it's a bunch.
They act crazy too. But we're talking about the Chicago area right now, because they act crazy.
I said Chicago.
I'm saying we already understand that this happens in any crowd, any color. Because where we live is a very high percentage of Latinos.
It could be them.
And it can be them as well. So when you got over 200, 300, 400 kids hanging around, you know somebody is up to no good.
Not everybody
is hanging out.
Yeah, some people is chilling, and then some people is up to no good.
And I get it if it was at a park. This is on Michigan Avenue where you shop. There's stores and people going in, they little bags. Oh, I'm so happy to be in Chicago. You got 300 kids coming your way. What are they up to?
But I'm just saying,
a lot of times their motives are not pure, like the mayor right now is saying. Yeah. I don't mind you coming downtown, shop, go to the different things in Millennium Park. But she said, when you start turning cars over, beating up people, stealing, going into a store, all 50, 200 of y'all, she said, no, we got to draw the line.
But then here's the thing. Now I want to hear what their plan is on how they're going to stop this.
I don't think they need to tell their plan.
No, I don't think you need to tell your plan.
Know. They would know.
But I'm just saying we need to know what the plan is.
Well, right now they got.
You know what they need? This is what I would do. And I'm nobody, but this is what I would do.
What would you do?
I would put some plants in there, some teenage plants, some undercover teenage plants in there, and like how now you have to be an adult. I would plant some kids in all these high schools.
I wouldn't even say kids. I would say adults that look young.
No, I would do teenagers, for real teenagers.
But underage, I don't think you can.
I don't know. Change the law then. I would put them in every school.
Think about it. There are a lot of people that are over 18 that look young.
But I would put them in the schools. But this got to be real because they got to be real kids.
How are they knowing about it, though? Isn't it social media?
That's what I'm saying. I would put plants in there. I would put in every school. What I would do is I would try to figure out a way to secretly work with the schools, and then I would have these plants in there, like informants, and we'll pay them some kind of way under the cover where people won't know, but they'll get some money or something, or maybe credit.
So they'll be informants.
They'll be informants. They'll be in all the discords. They'll be all on it. Yeah, and it has to be like popular kids. It can't be like the nerdy kids that nobody care about.
I don't know if they can get away with that one.
I think
that's a good idea, but who would?
If I'm giving you some money or some college,
and you know they're not gonna say nothing.
No, you don't know. They're informants.
No, you don't. You believe that they would be informants and not say anything?
No, they're not gonna say nothing to them. They'll say something to you. They're an informant. They're gonna say something to the police.
Oh, see, I don't know. I like the ideal. I just don't like them using real kids at a younger age.
You can't do no 21 Jump Street.
Why not? Gonna make my side hurt.
At 21 Jump Street,
cops can play
at 21 Jump Street, they look like they was 30 years old.
I'm just saying for real. They could be looking like they're 17, 18 and go into the schools and stuff. But isn't that like...
No, I want them to be real. Like, I grew up with this kid.
But don't you just need to be on social media? You don't even need to physically be there.
No, I feel like if you're going to be there, like, you need to get, like, the prettiest girl in school or, like, the guy who's, like, the star athlete.
But you don't think social media is a way to get in?
And what you do
is... saying, hey, be at such and such...
What they should have done is they should have, like, the ones that was just down there now, they should have went and gone, and they should have pulled some of those kids off and took them in the car and brought them in the thing for questioning and made them informants. Like, this gonna happen again, and next time you're gonna let us know.
To be informants. Yeah, I don't trust them to keep that secret.
Yeah,
especially if they getting paid.
So what's the other alternative then? Nothing. There's nothing else you could do.
I don't know. I like your idea.
Other than cracking them over the head with a baton.
And they was also talking, I guess you overheard some people talking about this whole incident.
Maybe make the parents whoever kids we pick up and put in the paddy wagon
have to pay too.
The parents are charged with whatever it is your child is charged with. Maybe that'll make the parents go and see. A lot of these kids probably don't even have no parents.
Don't even care.
They probably got a mom who got like 8 kids.
Yeah.
And she ain't gonna.
She could care less where her son at.
So we don't know.
I don't know, y'all. That's a really hard.
That's a good one.
It's happening in other cities too.
So what do you do? Charge the parents.
They did that already.
That's what they doing. That's why I said
they did that already.
Charge the parents. They ain't gonna pay for it. Some of them probably on welfare or whatever. They can't pay for it anyway. And then some of them.
Mayor Lightfoot did the curfew.
The curfew thing.
They laugh at you.
That's why I said don't charge fines. Charge them with the crime.
That's the ones that get caught though. Everybody don't get caught because think about it.
No, but that'll cut it down.
They'll run away.
But that'll cut it down if we start doing paddy wagons and filling it up with 20, 30 kids. In a paddy wagon. And all the parents got to come down to the station, whether it's a mom or dad, and you get charged with the crime.
Wow.
Not a fine, a crime.
Don't they have to change the law books for that?
They would have to change the laws for that.
Wow.
Let's see how would that cut it down.
Everybody.
Because the kid that got the mom and the dad ain't gonna be so quick to go out there with the one that got the 8 kids, baby mama with 8 dads. She gonna be like, I got a mother and a father, and my mother and father will knock me out if I go down there with y'all.
And then what do you do in those cases where, think about it, there's parents who don't even know their kids is in gangs. Some of them do know.
Yeah.
And don't care.
They don't care.
And some of them don't even know.
Yeah, but if you find
would that stop them? Would they kid listen to them then? Because if they've been taking themselves in that many times because their son keep getting in trouble, their daughter, how would that slow them down?
It'll slow them down because you're going to get charged with the crime.
I'm saying, but how can me being charged as a parent, how I'm going to slow my son down who don't listen?
He got to get out of here. You got to get out of my house. Wow, he don't live with me no more,
That's
Your Honor.
That's a hard one.
Your Honor, he ran away from home. He don't live with us. I don't even know nothing about what's going on with him. Yeah, if you don't want to get charged with that crime, you better prove I don't know nothing about what's going on with him. He don't live with me, but he's not going to be coming in my house after committing a crime. And then I don't get charged for it. I'm getting charged for it. He got free room and board? Nah. Because he probably bringing you some money. Yeah. You probably getting a kickoff from it. Yeah. So I don't know. Just the same as a kid with a gun, charge the parent. Even though the parent will say, why am I being charged for my child?
I had nothing to do with him getting that gun. I didn't even know he had it.
And your defense, you get to go to defense, right? You get charged with a crime. You go to the judge and you say, Your Honor, I've called the police on my son. Look at the record. 100 times. And
we see here now.
We've gone to, we've tried to have people talk to him. Counseling.
Mentoring.
My pastor's here. I've cried on the altar.
Showing him that you are trying your best to get this guy. Then the judge will say,
okay, I agree. You are a parent who is trying. Apparently this kid just don't want to listen.
Right.
But you're not going to walk in there chewing gum as a parent.
I didn't even know he was in the game.
And I asked you, well, what's going on? Oh, I don't know. Well, do you work 5 jobs? No. I'm unemployed. Oh, so you home all day and you don't know what your child doing.
So now you going to
jail too. You know what? You'll get to know your child because y'all gonna sell it. Y'all gonna be in the cell with each other for the next 6 months.
Oh God.
They don't want me to be a judge.
I don't know. They have to probably change the law.
They have to change the law. I don't know.
I know in the Highland Park shooting, the dad got charged for the son having the gun at that parade.
Exactly. Yeah.